For the longest time, we have had a girlfriend. Her name is Rapi, but we don't know anything about her past. How is this allowed? No, 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 we can't have that. Today we're going to be learning a little bit about Rapi's past in the new event titled Footstep, Walk, Run. I don't know much about it, but I do want to know. So let's get down to it.
Commander, are you going straight back to the Ark?
You want to go somewhere else on a date first? Yeah, I have a lot of things to do.
If you're not busy, could I speak to you briefly in the commander's room?
Sure, that's fine.
Jeez, using your transformation as an excuse? Talk about shameless.
Damn,
I haven't the
Anise.
faintest idea what you're insinuating, but I'd like for you and Neon to come as well.
Oh. 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 It's happening, chat. Rapi has opened her eyes. She's willing to accept a foursome. Let's go!
Why? Have you got something to say to us?
Yes. I think it's time we talked about what happened to me and how I lived. There's a lot that I still haven't told either of you.
Damn.
Or the commander, for that matter.
Ooh.
Have you found it though?
Should we bring something? Fried chicken and soda? Maybe something sweet for snacks? Oh, good idea. Will you be talking for a while, Rapi? If you are, that'll change how much we'll have to buy.
It's not exactly going to be a fun story.
Damn.
You shouldn't have to prepare too many things.
Let's head to the outpost. I'll tell the top brass that we've got to handle something real quick. You know, maintenance issues.
All right. Thank you.
Let's see. Snacks? Check.
Check.
Drinks? Check.
Check.
Comfortable seating? Check.
Check.
Washroom? Check.
Check.
You two are really going overboard with this.
Should we turn on some music?
No, that won't be necessary.
You sure?
Anise, can I get some of that chocolate syrup? Here. What kind of cookies did you get? Raspberry and pecan. Which one would you like? Raspberry. Hold on. What's that? Oh, these? Cilantro flavored chips. Oh. I think I'll pass on those. I
Why?
wasn't planning on sharing.
Do either of you ever plan on actually listening to my story?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. We're all done now. I'm ready.
Okay. I think I'll begin at...
Whoops, sorry. These are crunchier than I thought they'd be.
That sounded like the Minecraft eating noises.
It's fine. I'll just get right into it. I'll start from when I was human. With my
Damn.
earliest memory.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm so hyped right now. Can you believe this shit? Rapi's backstory in 2025 is considered a minor event. Rapi's backstory is a minor event in 2025. Holy crap, how big are the stories to come? It's actually not, it has two parts. Yeah, it has two parts, but it doesn't have the 3D map. It doesn't have walking around and picking up the little lost relics. Damn, this is crazy to me. I love it. Story time, baby.
Humanity will emerge victorious.
Yes, we will.
The sudden ambush by those vile Raptures has demanded that we move underground, where light cannot reach. We have suffered a long humiliation, to be sure. However, that humiliation will soon be over. The Raptures government has invested untold time and effort into reclaiming the surface, which was stolen from us by the Raptures. We have created countless state-of-the-art weapons, as well as those oh-so-gorgeous goddesses of victory, the Nikkes. With them, we will take back what once was ours from those vile Raptures. This great fight is to be called the Surface Reclamation War. Operations will commence in 2 months. Citizens of the Ark, prepare yourselves. Prepare for the moment in which we reclaim our homeland. With the Surface Reclamation War, we will soon bask in the glow of victory.
Okay, wait, before we continue, what are we looking at on the stage? Some kind of rapture. This is some kind of rapture, right? Boss type rapture. And this seems to be maybe a Nikke's. There's fingertips here. Fingertips. And some kind of weapon here. What is that? Theories in the comment section. Get to it.
This commercial is on every single station. I'd
Oh,
rather be watching some cartoons.
it's baby Rapi. Baby Rapi. Oh.
You were born in the Ark, weren't you, Rapi?
Yes,
Then you might not realize how much this means to us. All of our real homes are up there.
up where? In the sky?
No, a place called the Surface.
I heard that it's dangerous there.
It is, since there are Raptures everywhere.
Raptures are those monsters, right?
Yeah.
That's right. The Raptures stole our home, and now we're trying to take it back. To that end, the central government has been preparing for a very long time.
Aren't the Nikkes the ones doing the fighting?
Yes, they are.
Nikkes are amazing. Goddesses of victory fighting for humanity. So cool.
You really like Nikkes, don't you?
Of course. They're the best. They're so strong.
That they are. With them fighting on our behalf, we're sure to win.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What's so great about winning?
What a question. Everything. You've never seen the real sky, have you?
What do you mean?
I mean the actual sky, not an artificial projection.
I'm still not following.
You'll understand soon enough. The sky is absolutely breathtaking.
If you say so.
You're not interested? You've been staring at that syringe during our entire conversation.
Is there any chance I can forgo the shot today?
Come now, you know better than that. You need these shots and the medication to get better.
I'm going to die in this place.
It's so dark. A kid
Who
saying
told you
that.
that?
Damn.
Nobody told me, but you said it. You said it while you were talking to another nurse. You kept calling me a poor thing.
Damn.
Is that the end?
I...
When you die, does all the pain go away?
I'm sorry, Rapi.
Nurse,
Yes?
what happened?
Really? This is where we're starting the story? That's fucked up, man.
What do you mean?
The Surface Reclamation War.
You remember all that? That was years ago.
I remember it because it interrupted my cartoons.
And then immediately we jump a few years. A few years of pain. God damn it. We just
Tell
started.
me, what happened?
We lost.
I see. Then what is going to happen?
Money is tight, so times in the Ark are going to be tougher. This hospital might not last much longer either.
Then what happens to me?
I'm not sure. They don't tell me these things. At any rate, we're all done for today. Do you need anything else?
No, I'm okay.
It's been a while since you had any requests. Are you okay?
What does it matter how I feel? I'm going to be lying here for the rest of my life. So what's the point of wanting anything?
You'll get better.
There's no point in trying to make me feel better either. Sorry. Thanks for your help today.
All right then. You get some rest.
Oh, I wanted to say,
Yes?
I've seen a lot of cuts and bruises on your body lately. Are you okay?
Oh no. What's happening to the nurse now?
I have been participating in protests.
What kind of protest?
Protests against blaming Nikkes. They're being blamed for the failure of the surface reclamation war. Detractors are saying that all this time and money was spent on Nikkes for nothing. They say the Nikkes are the main cause of the current financial crisis in the Ark. Unspeakable things have been happening all over the city. I'm vehemently against that.
Why is the nurse explaining this to a kid? Like, oh, you know, I just mean at the protest. It is what it is. Just leave it as that. You don't need to explain everything.
Nikkes didn't do anything wrong.
That's right. They sacrificed their minds and bodies for humanity. For us, they fought against an unknown foe. It's wrong to treat them like this after they risked their lives to fight for us. So I'm doing whatever I can to help. I know this might be a bit difficult for you to understand, Rapi. But you must never put a price on the sacrifices of others. The act itself is noble.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
That evening, while watching a news report on the violent crackdown of the protests, Rapi sees the nurse's name on the list of fatalities. Several years later,
How are you feeling?
Good.
Okay, let's prepare your injection then.
Alright.
Is there anything else you need?
this voice is so nice. Wow. Doctor's voice is nice.
No.
Very well. Rapi,
Yes?
the hospital is going to be shut down soon. The recession after the surface reclamation war hit our sponsors especially hard. This hospital has always been run entirely on grants, so times are tough.
I see.
I tried to find a place for you to stay, but I couldn't track down any of your family or relatives.
I know.
Adoption didn't work out either.
I'm not surprised, considering my illness.
There aren't any other viable hospitals either.
I figured.
Rapi,
Yes?
would you be willing to participate in a clinical trial? A new drug is being developed for children like yourself with rare diseases. It's a risky proposition.
I couldn't find your parents or your relatives. Do you want to consent to some clinical trials? It's a new drug. It's kinda risky, but it's a new drug. Haha.
But if you participate in the trial, the hospital will be given another grant. If you help us.
Oh my god, don't come and This is pissing me off so bad right now. Fuck.
We won't need to close down the hospital.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
No, never mind.
Oh, he has a little last shred of decency at the end, huh?
I'm sorry. What am I saying? Let's finish up quickly so you can rest. I'm sorry.
I'll do it. I'll be in the trial.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Doctor,
Yes?
if I die, will I be at peace?
What are you talking about, Rapi?
Tell me, will I be at peace?
I'm not sure either.
Several years later.
You're showing improvement.
Oh, that's
Getting
good.
better.
Let's go!
You're the first case where this treatment has been successful. So you undergoing this is bound to garner us more financial support.
Wow,
you,
doctor,
Rapi.
wow.
Thank you so much. You've saved our hospital.
Okay, at this point, right, considering it's a few years later, under the assumption that the doctor and Rapi have an understanding that she is doing this to save the hospital, to make other people's lives better, under that specific situation, okay, I get it. You know, you made it, you're improving, you're saving everybody. Yes, you do a great job, Rapi. That, okay, if that's the specific situation, sure. In almost any other situation, it's like, wow, this guy, what the fuck. She points at the TV with trembling hands. On the TV, a person in a military uniform and another in a suit are debating.
Apparently, some Nikkes who are being persecuted attempted to escape to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
The central government tried to destroy the elevator that they were using to go up. But there was an accident. They lost control of the elevator, and it nearly crashed in the middle of the arc. But before it landed, the Nikkes that were on board blew themselves up to prevent a catastrophe. It was an incredibly noble thing they did. People have started referring to this entire incident as the Goddess Fall, and there has been an outpouring of grief for the Nikkes who sacrificed themselves. It significantly curtailed the voices of those factions who were so fervently anti-Nikke before. That program on television is a debate on whether or not to grant Nikkes additional rights. Nikkes may not be able to regain the glory of the past, but they can at least escape from this endless cycle of hate. I've said too much. Anyway, thanks to you, Rapi, there's hope. Just hang in there a little longer. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to push this button if anything happens. Okay?
The doctor leaves the room, a joyful expression on his face as he flips through the chart. Rapi frantically presses the red button at her fingertips, but no one comes. For the entire night, the tapping of the plastic button is the only sound which echoes through the room. This is gonna be a great time, huh? Several years later.
Rapi,
Yes?
Hey, it's almost adult Rapi, I guess? Aw. Teenager Rapi, maybe?
how are you feeling?
Good.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Rapi,
What?
you have been cured. Congratulations.
What?
We'll be able to have you discharged very soon.
I'm fully recovered.
Correct.
What happens now?
You live an ordinary life.
How?
Was there anything that you ever dreamed of doing?
Damn, her whole childhood got taken away from her. Shit. Now what? How does someone continue their lives if they never even had a childhood?
Yes. But I can't do it anymore.
What
The
is it?
hospital will be moving. Well, restructuring would be a better word. We're in the midst of constructing a new, bigger building. To be exact, it will be a facility and not just a hospital anymore. Your participating in that clinical trial proved the effectiveness of the new drug. Because of that, our sponsors are providing more new drugs and additional financial support greater than we could have ever hoped for. It's a new beginning for the hospital and for me. I'm hoping that you can start over as well, Rapi. I found a place for you, and I transferred plenty of money into an account under your name. I would like for you to do something with that.
What? How?
Oh, W Doctor at least gave some money to Rapi. Or Rapi, I guess.
Think about it. You're young and have plenty of money.
But I want to go with you.
Thank you for everything, Rapi. Take care.
Wow, did he just ignore her?
Thank you, Doctor.
Damn. I want to go with you. Thank you for everything you did. Rapi walks off, clutching onto the piece of paper in her hands as if it was a priceless artifact. Indecipherable letters and numbers are scribbled on the
I
note.
can't read this address.
Rapi feels the weight of something in her pocket and pulls out a card, which is a mixture of black, white, and
Credits?
gold.
Is this money? How do I use this?
They didn't even educate her on. They didn't even. You know how North Korea has defectors. There are people from North Korea that don't want to be in North Korea anymore, so they use whatever means they can. They run to China and then fly out of China. They swim across somewhere. They crawl their way through some kind of border, and when they get to the South Korea, the government has like some sort of like system to help them integrate into society, to help them learn what's the cultural differences in South Korea versus North Korea. Earlier I said W Doctor. Earlier I said, hey, this doctor is pretty cool. He prepared some money and a house for her. She doesn't even know what money is. She was surprised to see what money. What the fuck? Help! They are entirely unfamiliar to her. Tall buildings encircle her and throngs of people shuffle busily beside her. Rapi approaches a man asking how to read the address and use the card.
Excuse me.
The man does not turn around.
Excuse me.
The man still does not turn around. Rapi notices something inserted into the man's ear. Whatever it is apparently being used to block out any outside noise. Rapi approaches to tap the man's shoulder, but he walks off to meet up with what appears to be friends of his, laughing and chatting amongst themselves as they head off. Rapi looks around once more. No one makes eye contact with her. She is unable to approach anyone, as they all either have something plugged into their ears or are busily moving about. Rapi walks aimlessly. She keeps walking. After a while, her feet start to hurt, and she takes another glance around. Everyone is wearing shoes. Looking down at her, Looking down at her own feet, she sees that she is barefoot. She begins to walk again. Rapi comes across a large crowd gathered together, who are excitedly shouting something. Oh my god, pretty? 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 She heads closer towards them.
Nikkes are not machines!
Oh, it's another. The protest has never ended.
We are sentient beings, living things. Never forget what happened during the goddess fall. We sacrificed ourselves for humanity. And yet humanity continues to persecute us.
Rapi doesn't understand what the woman was saying. All the people who have gathered stand without anything in their ears. She approaches them to ask for help. Oh my god. An explosion rings out, causing the surroundings to shake. For a brief moment, Rapi feels dizzy and then collapses. Oh, poor girl, poor girl.
Have they lost their minds? You don't have to use violence to suppress a demonstration. We have to call off the gathering for now. What are you doing? Hurry up and hide! Huh? Who are you? I've never seen you before. You don't seem to be from the central government. Hold on. Are you a civilian? Here, come with me if you want to live.
Oh yeah, you're gonna put that meme line in there? Rapi crouches down. At the same time, she looks at the person who has been shouting at her. She lies motionless on the ground. A pool of strange colored liquid forms underneath her. Rapi instinctively turns around and runs.
We've got a runner! I've got her!
Bullets rain down upon Rapi, and she stays low as she possibly can while attempting to run. A bullet grazes her arm, causes her to stop.
Why bother running?
God damn it. She collapses to the ground. Fuck that doctor. That's number one. Number two, the fact that Rapi is so defeated to the point that she doesn't feel the need to self-persevere. Damn, that sucks, man. That sucks. Doctor should have taken her in. The doctor doesn't care about her. Maybe Dorothy was right after all. I've always been on the side of Dorothy. I agree with Dorothy's position. And for new viewers, hello. I believe that the commander, the main character, is gonna betray the Ark in 2025. This year is a tipping point. We're gonna see all the sticks crumble. We're gonna see the needle that breaks the camel's back.
Injecting nymph.
Okay.
Injection complete. Anchored to brain. Copying information. Copy complete. What? Why is the capacity so small? Well, it happens. Let's see. There's nowhere she wants to go. Sure enough. Nothing. Her capacity is rather small. No wonder her sense of self is so muted. No need to generate a body map then. This one should be suitable for a mass-produced model. All right. Done. Injecting data into Nymph. Let's see. Basic tactical pack. Surface knowledge pack. Rapture data pack. And... what is this? Why is her knowledge level so low? Where is this lady from? Spends her entire life apparently sheltered and ends up dead during a protest. Life is strange. Now, where's that knowledge pack? There we go. Injecting. What else is left? Is it about done? All right. Let's see. Hand over the brain extraction unit and... done.
Rapi didn't consent to being turned into a Nikke. Rapi didn't even want to be turned into a Nikke in the first place. What? The entire time, every time we see Rapi as a mass-produced Nikke, it always feels like she looks up to Nikkes and she wants to be a Nikke and she wants to help the arc. She had this force on her.
RR15436.
For some reason, Rapi knows that the serial number being called is referring
Yes.
to her.
How do you feel?
Unsure.
Okay, that's normal. Get ready. We're going out.
Squad leader's voice is very, very nice.
Where are we going?
The squad leader
The
brusquely.
operations details are all in there.
The squad leader brusquely tosses a USB stick to Rapi.
Understood.
Rapi connects the USB to her body, somehow knowing exactly what to do. Her eyes begin to
Resource
glow.
collection mission confirmed. My role is transportation.
Just carry as much as you can handle. If you can handle that, consider me impressed.
Understood.
Any questions?
No.
You're a strange one.
I don't understand.
People usually ask more about what they're supposed to do, whether it's dangerous, etc. All that knowledge they injected you with doesn't compare to in-field combat experience. And yet you're being put straight into action without any adjustment period. Aren't you scared?
Are you not going to issue instructions during the operation?
I will be. That'll increase your chances of survival, if only minutely.
Then I am not scared. It's clear what tasks I'll be responsible for. It's fine as long as I am not instructed to figure things out on my own.
Right. You really are an oddball.
I'm getting good vibes about squad leader for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I like squad leader. She's perceptive, I guess.
Squad 0910F has left the Ark and arrived on the surface.
Nice.
Commencing resource acquisition operation. Let's move out. Keep your head on a swivel, everyone.
As the 10 mass-produced Nikkes walk along the surface, not a word is spoken for a while until... Sarah?
Hey, newbie!
Huh? Oh my god, I got a bad feeling. Okay. Don't tell me. My vision is this. They're gonna make the entire squad likable and lovable characters. And at the end, they're gonna kill all of them except for Rapi. Which is exactly what I expected them to do in Old Tales, but oh boy. Oh boy.
Are you speaking to me?
Oh.
Yeah, you. You became a Nikke today? Is this your first operation?
Are you planning on engaging in conversation?
I guess?
Conversation is prohibited while engaged in an operation.
Did you hear that, leader?
If you've got the energy and the inclination, go for it. Just keep it down.
You hear that?
Well, we got
Am I
approval.
to understand that we should engage in a conversation now?
Yes.
Very well. I will proceed in a dialogue with you.
I will proceed in a dialogue with you.
How does it feel to become a Nikke?
I'm not sure yet.
I really like it.
Oh, Sarah likes
I became
it.
a Nikke today too. Since I'm being deployed
Today.
at the same time as you, I guess you could say we're twins in a sense.
Today is your first day as a Nikke?
Yeah.
I thought you had been one for some time.
Me too. I've met a few cheeky Nikkes in my time, but none quite like you.
You're too kind, squad leader.
Keep it down, will you?
Sarah, so
If a
cute.
rapture hears us, we're dead meat.
Roger. Anyway, I look forward to working with you. What's your name?
Squad leader, just tell her to shut up. Just tell her to be quiet.
RR15436.
No, I mean your real name. Do you remember? I'm Sarah.
I'm Rapi.
Aww.
Let's try and be comfortable around each other, okay?
Rapi's first friend. Hell yeah.
After all, we're twins.
Very
Fair.
well.
That didn't sound terribly comfortable.
All right.
That's better. Then, to commemorate our new friendship, how about we get a drink once the operation wraps up?
I can't drink.
What do you mean? All you've got to do is take a sip of something and swallow. Easy. I'm counting you in. How about you, squad leader?
It has been a while for me. Alright, fine.
All right, that makes 3. How about we make this a squad-wide gathering?
Fine, fine. But don't expect any fancy cocktails or hors d'oeuvres.
Of course, of course. A simple gathering is more than enough for me.
Sarah slowly approaches Rapi and
To be
whispers.
honest, I've never drunk before either. When I was human, I was allergic to alcohol, so I couldn't drink. But now that we're Nikkes and none of that matters, this is the perfect chance to try.
You've never drunk before?
Nope.
Why are
I
you
like
so
Sarah.
intent on
Sarah's the
trying
best.
something you know nothing about.
It's not every day you get to be reborn. So I figured I might as well try out some new things. How did you become a Nikke anyway?
Damn, Rapi and Sarah are so different people. Sarah is like, new experiences, new things, yes, let's go. Rapi is, I don't know what I don't know, and I don't want to know what I don't want to know, and I, you know, yeah, life is pain. Help.
I got shot.
Where? In the Ark?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what did you do to end up getting shot? Were you the daughter of a grizzled crime boss or something?
I got caught up in a protest.
Oh, that's a shame. Aren't you going to ask me
Ask you what?
why I became a Nikke?
Why would I ask you that?
So that we can get to know each other.
Why do we need to know each other?
Leader, there's a squad member over superhero who isn't a team player.
I'll leave it to you to educate her as needed.
Roger. Oh boy, we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today.
Oh no.
First, I want to hear about what kind of person you were as a human.
Oh yeah.
FYI, I'm pretty darn persistent, so trying to avoid me won't do you any good.
Sarah thinks that getting Rapi to talk about her past is gonna make her like open up to Sarah. That's not happening. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go.
I propose a toast.
Oh, they're at the CD underground bar thing. Alright.
I don't have the energy to make any speeches. Let's just
Okay.
drink.
Aw, come on. We all made it out alive, didn't we? That's more than we could have hoped for, so we ought to celebrate.
Huh?
Don't people usually get killed when they go to the surface? We all made it out unscathed, so that calls for a toast if you ask me.
Fine. Do it.
The squad 09-10F sits around the table with cheap drinks and snacks, chattering noisily amongst themselves. Let's go, happy times! The atmosphere is a celebratory one in light of their mission being a success. In the midst of the commotion, Rapi quietly sips her drink without saying a word.
This tastes strange.
Yeah, it does, huh?
Rapi! You are a real crack shot out there. You look like those illustrations they've got in the instruction manuals! Pew pew pew! Were you some kind of assassin when you were human?
No,
How
No.
come you're so good at shooting?
I'm not sure.
Right. I guess it's possible you're just a natural. What did you do when you were human, anyway?
What do you mean by that?
You know, what were your hobbies, dreams, aspirations, stuff like that?
I didn't have anything. Nothing.
No hobbies?
No.
No favorite food?
None.
No turn-ons or turn-offs?
Negative.
Somebody find out who Sarah's voice actress is. She's damn good. Did you hear her slurring her words a little bit? Damn.
I see what's happening here. You're the type who builds up walls and doesn't warm up easily to people.
Yeah.
Well, you better brace yourself, because you'll find I don't give up easily.
Sarah suddenly slumps forward, her head slamming onto the table as she falls asleep.
Wow. That's my first time seeing someone pass out after drinking half a cup of booze. One of you barely makes a sound, and the other makes such a racket I could tear my hair out. Talk about a real pair of oddballs.
Rapi, what's your favorite color?
I don't have
Red.
one.
Then how about red? I think it suits you.
If you say so.
Rapi, do you have any aspirations or anything like that?
I'm not sure.
Well, as for me, I'd like to... actually, I'm not going to say. Until you give me an answer, I won't tell you anything about me. If you want to hear my story, then you've gotta give me a proper answer. Got it? I'm telling you, you better bust out the tissues, because my story is a real tearjerker.
Sure, Sarah, sure.
Dang, that was tough. Did you ever travel around when you were a human?
No,
Is there anywhere you want to go?
not sure. I don't know.
Come on. You're telling me there isn't a single place you're interested in going?
I don't know.
Hey, Rapi.
Yeah?
I'm tired of waiting. By the time you end up giving me an answer, I'll have forgotten my entire story. When we get back, I'm gonna end up talking about myself all night, so be sure to clean out your ears beforehand.
My god, Sarah's the best.
Oh, and have plenty of snacks and drinks prepared.
Oh.
Just no alcohol, okay?
Okay.
No sleep for you tonight.
All clear. Come in, squad leader. All Raptures have been eliminated. Awaiting further instructions. Waiting for your order. Please issue a command.
Rapi looks around. Nikke bodies lie scattered everywhere. They are all dead. Rapi moves slowly in search of any survivors. The squad leader's entire upper half is gone. 2 Nikkes have been decapitated. Rapi glances at the other bodies lying on the ground. Sarah is nowhere to be seen amongst them. That's good. Rapi stands in front of the 2 Nikkes without heads.
Sarah, I was a sickly person. From the day I was born, I never stepped beyond the walls of the hospital. It was my entire world. The day I was finally cured, I was unceremoniously thrust into the world.
Yeah.
That's when I was killed. So I don't know anything. I don't know what kind of person I was. I don't know what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. I wanted to answer all of your questions, but there's nothing else I could have said to you other than that. I wanted to know about your story. I was always curious about how other people live their lives. But I don't even know what kind of questions to ask. I'm sad.
Rapi stands in front of the vending machine. She enters her name, RR15436. A bar of Splendor Mint comes out with a thunk. She picks it up and heads to an empty seat in the cafeteria. Voices can be heard all around her.
Is that her?
Oh my god, now she has to deal with this shit?
Yeah, that's her. I saw her name when she entered it in the vending machine. RR15436. Isn't she the one who brought back the head?
Damn. It's the idols, guy. It's the idols. Tetra boo. Everybody say Tetra boo.
Yeah. And she still got an appetite after that? Incredible. Apparently she brought back 3 heads, not just 1. Wasn't it 5? I don't know. I heard 3. Should we ask? Let's go. I think she's alone.
Rapi takes a bite of the Splendor Mint bar. She swallows it roughly and is about to take another bite when 2 mass-produced Nikkes sit down across from her.
You're RR15436, right?
Oh, are they not bullying her? Oh, I thought it was gonna be one of those typical like, I heard her entire team died and she came back and she still has an appetite to eat. What a bitch, you know, kind of vibes. But it seems like they're not bullying her. What?
That's right.
Were you in Squad 0910F?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I heard they were all wiped out during an operation.
I mean...
Well, I guess not entirely wiped out, considering you're still alive.
Anyway, I heard you brought back a few severed heads. Was it 5 or 3?
3.
Wow. So the stories are actually true? Amazing.
Amazing.
But why do you do that?
Nikkes can survive and be regenerated as long as their brains are intact.
So, you cut your squad mates' heads off and brought them in? And you've still got an appetite after all that grisly business?
I failed to see the correlation between the two.
Oh, well, it's just... There you are, yucking it up with your squad mates one moment, and the next you're cutting off their heads. Yet you seem completely unaffected.
I simply felt the best outcome would be for them to be brought back to life.
But you don't feel unsettled in any way?
Not at all.
Eesh. Personally, I don't think I'd be able to do it.
I'm not sure how I feel about light-headed mass-produced Nikke. I'm not sure yet. But there is... It sounds like just bullying right now, but if you think about it, this is an important point. Because remember, when Nikkes see that... When Nikkes see things that prove that they are not human and that they are, you know, Nikkes, androids, they can encounter a mind switch. So in a way, this is actually quite an important moment, I guess. An important, like, thing to notice.
I heard you got some kind of medal.
Yes, I did.
That's it? Just a crummy medal?
They also said I could join any squad of my choice. I received some credits as well.
Credits? How much?
20 million.
Holy!
Wow, they're really laying it on thick these days.
I still find it hard to believe. Did you really bring back 3 heads?
Yes.
So, you're telling me there you are, the only one left standing. You take the heads of your 3 squad mates, stuff them in a brain shelter, then traverse the surface, on your own, mind you, for an entire week before arriving at the Ark.
That's right.
And you didn't run into any Raptures on the way?
I attempted to avoid combat as much as possible, but I ended up in 12 separate engagements.
And you defeated them all, by yourself?
Yes.
I know what you're doing. I don't care how desperate you are for attention. You should know better than that.
I don't understand what you mean.
If you're gonna lie, you could at least try and make it more believable.
I'm not making anything up.
This bitch. This bitch.
Be honest. You butchered your squad members before going on the operation. And you left 3 alive so you could take their heads with you. You did it all so you could get that goofy medal.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Yeah.
Doesn't this all seem awfully suspicious to you?
Yeah.
If she wants to make up stories, fine. But she's making herself out to be some kind of goddess. What a load of crap.
Yeah, if it's something that I can't imagine myself doing, that means you didn't do it too, because if I can't do it, no one else can. You got an A on the exam papers? You must have cheated, because I got a B, so you as an A getter must be a cheater.
If you want to be a hero, do it the right way. Don't resort to dirty tricks.
What if she's telling the truth?
How does that make any sense? Don't you find this even the slightest bit bizarre?
I mean, it does seem far-fetched.
Oh
See?
my god.
I'm telling you, she's lying through her teeth.
I'm not lying to you.
Of course you are! Without any proof, there's nothing I can do. I just feel terrible for those innocent Nikkes who died by your hand. Do you remember their faces? Their names? Do you remember what kind of people they were?
Rapi doesn't know how to respond to this situation. She has never been taught, and there is no protocol in her name for a scenario like this. Yeah. How do you respond to someone this dumb, and this jealous, and this stupid? What the fuck is going on? So she decides to follow her instincts.
My tooth! Hey, are you crazy?
Yes, sir.
She's crazy. Instructor!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is she gonna have to deal with the consequences of slapping an annoying piece of shit? I hope not. Man, that felt really, really good. Oh, I love it. Huh.
As far as I can remember, that was the first time I have ever acted on my own accord.
A memorable day, sure. But one marred by violence.
Marred? Nah. The sound of your palm hitting that girl's face is the applause for your first time making your own decision. Good job, Rapi. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her up real bad. Let's go. Oh man, that's good.
So, what happened next?
Fights between Nikkes weren't as common back then as they are now. So, I was sent to the Rehabilitation Center.
Alright. Come on, don't let anything bad happen to mass-produced Rapi. Let's go.
The Rehabilitation Center? Oh man.
It's a different time though. Also, the fact that Rapi is telling us her entire life story is kind of wild. Like, imagine this. You ask me like, hey Jaspers, how did you become the world champion of cardistry? How did you become the world champion of cardistry? When I was 2 years old, my parents lost me in a mall called Parkway Parade. Back then, I didn't know how to talk much. So, there was a lady, she found me and she brought me to the information desk. There, they played an announcement in the entire mall telling my parents, my mom, to come and pick me up from the information desk. My mom, when she came, she didn't look at me. No. She thanked that woman and then she didn't say anything to me and she brought me off. 2 years later, holy shit, that's not what I expected, but I am enjoying it a lot. The wild thing is, Anise and Neon thought this would be a chips and soda fun night, and Rapi just trauma dumps them raw. True. They are not heartless machines, they are our friends, and we must work with them for a better future. With Nikke. This ad is brought to you by Tetra Line. Oh yeah? Tetra Line? The mass-produced Nikkes that got Rapi into trouble, that Tetra Line? Damn, that's wild. Rapi stares blankly at the TV hanging on the wall in the corridor beyond the bars. Rather than feeling guilty for striking someone, she feels elated for having had a will of her own and acting on it for the first time.
To try other things as well.
Hey, be quiet.
Rio.
Rio and Wendy.
They always show it right after that ad, so hush up.
Thrilling music plays from the TV. Rapi turns her gaze back to the screen. A woman in a flashy outfit dances and sings with a pretty smile. After about 20 seconds of her routine, the woman disappears and an ad for vitamin supplements begins to play. Rapi turns her attention to the Nikke who had spoken earlier.
You seem to be a big fan of Pretty.
She's the best.
Okay, so that's Pretty, huh? Alright.
She gives me strength.
Rapi continues to stare at Rio, unable to take her eyes off of her expression. Her entire face is beaming with joy and excitement.
What are you looking at? You aiming to end your life early?
Rio, please. If we cause trouble here, who knows what will happen to us?
I don't understand. Do I die if I look at you?
You're about to if you keep looking at me like that.
Rapi out here trying to start fights, hell yeah. She doesn't even know she's doing it, but she's like, oh yeah, what happens to me if I stare at you anymore, huh?
What precise sequence of events would lead to such an outcome?
1, you keep staring at me. 2, I get pissed off. 3, I beat you to death.
I don't follow the progression from 1 to 2.
Keep staring, and you'll find out real quick.
Hey, I'm sorry about her.
You gonna keep eyeballing me?
Yes, since I want to understand.
Alright, fine. Allow me to make it crystal clear for you.
So stupid. Oh my god. Rio bum rushes Rapi. Rapi instinctively punches Rio on the chin and she falls to the ground with a heavy thud. Oh no.
I still don't understand. Is there anything I am missing?
I won't forget this.
Rio! Rio? Oh my. She's fainted. You're pretty good.
Rapi is a savage. Yo. This version of Rapi, mass-produced Rapi, should be an SSR.
What's your name? I'm Wendy. Rio was the one passed out on the floor.
I am
Damn.
RR15436.
Wendy silently looks at Rapi with a faint smile. A smile Rapi can't fully make sense of.
I'm Rapi.
Okay. Rapi. Nice to meet you. We're all mass-produced Nikkes here, so we're free to speak casually.
Rapi understands what she meant by
What
that.
did you do to get in here?
I see you're not one for small talk.
Do you have any hobbies? Where would you most like to go? What are your aspirations?
Oh, Rapi learned from... What's the name of the dead girl again? Let me I forgot. I already forgot her already. Sunray? Yeah, Rapi learned from help someone in chat, help me out, please. Sarah. Yeah. Aw, it's nice that Rapi learned from Sarah how to make small talk. Right? Even if Sarah is already dead.
I must say that I'm not used to such a direct approach. It's caught me off guard a little. How about you?
Me?
Yeah. Shouldn't you start by telling us your story first?
I don't have anything to say.
Damn.
Then I'm afraid there's no deal.
No deal.
I truly don't have anything to say.
Huh?
I have no hobbies. There is nowhere I wish to go. No aspirations. I have nothing.
Was your memory wiped?
No. I simply have nothing to recall.
Come now, that's impossible. Every person has at least got some memorable things to remember.
I am no longer a person. I am a Nikke.
You're funny. At least it looks like I won't be bored in here.
Why won't you be bored? Is there something interesting in this place?
There certainly is. I'm looking right at her.
No, you're supposed to say you're okay during moments like that.
What do you mean?
But I'm not, so why would I say I am?
It's a matter of politeness, a social courtesy. Just keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
Pop quiz. Someone steps on your foot. What do you say to them?
You got a death wish or something, punk?
What are they teaching
I see
her?
Rio's been teaching you more inappropriate phrases.
Oh no.
You should say, it's okay.
Okay, again?
It really is a magic word. It makes you out to be the bigger person, which causes the other person to think about what they've done. It's a way to defend yourself while also attacking.
Why is it necessary to defend and attack during a conversation?
Ugh, this is so frustrating. Where does someone this clueless even come from?
Does your chin still hurt?
Of course it does. I'm letting it slide because you apparently didn't know any better, but if you'd done it intentionally, you'd be 6 feet under by now.
6 feet under? What does that mean?
Dead. In the ground. Buried.
But why?
Ugh, you're driving me crazy! Wendy, I've got a proposition.
What is it?
We toss her out into the open and have her figure it out on her own. She'll either get beaten up or cursed out, and she'll have to learn the hard way.
Don't do that,
That
Rio.
may be
Come
true.
on.
But there are 3 reasons why I'm using the current approach.
What are they?
1, we have a lot of time to kill here at the Rehabilitation Center.
Fair.
2, with this new information, Rapi might go on to teach other people who are clueless like she once was.
How does that help us?
She's useful for us as well. An opportunity to impress yourself upon another isn't easy to come by as a Nikke. 3, it's fun.
They can't be the one to toss her out there and let her figure it out on her own, because that's what happened to Rapi in the first place. The hospital, they milked her for her disease, got the profits out of her, got government funding out of her. Once she's cured, oh, you don't have a disease, goodbye, boom, toss her out. Surely Rio and Wendy are better than that. Rio glares intently at Rapi's
Yeah,
expressionless
right.
face.
Oh, it's time for the ad.
Oh, it's time for an ad, let's go! Everyone's attention turns to the TV in the
Everyone
hallway.
Be quiet.
They are not heartless machines, they are our friends, whom we must work towards a better future with Nikke. This ad is brought to you by Tetra Line.
Here comes Pretty.
Quiet.
All right.
Rio stares at Pretty dancing and singing on the TV, mesmerized. After the ad ends, she seems to savor the lingering emotion
Rio.
still it stirs within
Yeah?
her.
Are you into Pretty?
What do you mean?
Huh?
You have the same look on your face as when you have a special meal. You always want it all to yourself.
Well, I guess there's a bit of overlap. If only because there is that feeling of desire. However, to be exact, it's more like envy.
Envy.
What are you envious of?
Oh, the way she sings and dances. How all eyes are on her. Not to mention how gorgeous she is. I want to be like that, but I can't. There you go, envy.
Why can't you be like that?
Are you seriously asking me that? Look at me. Use your brain for just a moment.
You and Pretty are both Nikkes. You're both Nikkes, so why can't you be like her?
Is there anyone you want to be like?
No.
Of course not. You will eventually, way down the line, I guarantee it. Then you'll understand what I mean. Wanting to become something is one thing. Actually becoming it is a different story.
I'm not sure I understand.
You are exhausting, you know that? I'm going to sleep. Today's lesson ends here.
If about clank. The clanging of the iron door closing echoes through the hallway. Rapi stares at the entrance to the rehab center. She finds the mental exercises and forced labor at the center far from enjoyable.
Hey.
Rapi,
It's not like she chose to be here, right?
I was waiting for you.
Let's go.
Where?
You haven't decided on a squad yet, right?
Not yet.
Come with us. Join our squad.
Yeah.
Why?
For crying out loud, just come. Why do you always have to ask questions?
That's just how she is.
You're right. We want you to come with us because we feel sorry for you. And there's still a lot to teach you.
Aw, Rio being a little tsundere. Little tsundere, you like her, right? Just say you like her, Rio. Just say you like her, come on.
So, stop talking back and just come. Our squad has its own unique name instead of a serial number. I've already
Ooh.
brought you up to the squad leader, so hurry.
The squad has a name?
Yeah. Most squads go by serial numbers, but those that are a cut above the rest have actual names.
Let's go.
Ours is Skullhead. Ever heard of it?
No.
Look it up. We're quite famous.
All I see are articles about you being involved in violent incidents.
There are only recent articles. Look up some older ones.
Who cares about what articles have to say anyway? Are you coming or not? For your information, our squad specializes in combat. We operate differently from transporting or mining squads. You can fight, can't you? That's why you got that medal?
A combat squad?
Ooh.
Mass-produced Nikke squads are divided into three main types. First are those which secure resources on the surface. They go up to the surface, locate resources, and transport them back to the Ark.
Okay.
The conditions they have to work in are far from ideal. The mortality rate is high. And that's what your previous squad was, right?
Yes.
The second is Ark defense. They stay in the Ark and maintain law and order. At least, that's what they tell us. In reality, the Nikkes are little more than cannon fodder and emotional punching bags.
Damn.
And the third is combat units. That's what Skullhead is. They either overhaul key facilities on the surface, or proceed to specific areas to exterminate Raptures. They're the creme de la creme of the three types. The mortality rate is the highest, but so is the glory. Even though Nikkes were heavily criticized for their disappointing performance in the Surface Reclamation War, the Goddess Fall incident and the With Nikke campaign promoted by Mustang the CEO of Tetraline, have allowed us to regain some of our former glory. The
That's good.
treatment we received has improved by leaps and bounds, so it's a coveted role for any mass-produced Nikke.
Not for me.
We know you don't desire anything. But in extreme environments where life and death hang in the balance, anything can happen. I'm saying that there's a high chance you'll find something you want.
Besides, it's not like you have anything else going on, do you?
I don't.
Then join us, why don't you? Wouldn't it be better to stay with us rather than rub strangers the wrong way?
I don't rub people the wrong way.
Doing it right now.
I'll come with you. What do I have to do?
Rapi, stop them! Don't let them through!
Alright. Come on, Rapi, show your skills.
Roger.
Rio, are you okay?
They blew up one of my legs.
Hold on, I'm coming! Rapi, cover me!
Roger. I'll keep an eye on the Rapture heading in that direction.
Much appreciated.
What lovely reassurance.
We raised a good student.
Phew. We nearly brought the farm back there.
You said the same thing yesterday.
All joking aside, Raptures these days are no joke. They're getting stronger and faster.
That's true. It might not be possible to beat them with our current weapons before long.
Are the Raptures evolving?
What kind of crackpot theory is that? How could a bucket of bolts like those things evolve?
Ordinarily, I'd agree with you. But I think at this point, it's undeniable. I'm not sure if evolution is the right term. But they're absolutely getting stronger.
Damn.
If you're all done with maintenance, we're moving on to the next operation area.
I'm not done yet. I'm still putting my leg back together.
Hurry it up. For crying out loud. If we're late, it's your fault.
No, that would be your fault, you jackass.
What a
not
dick.
mine.
What did you say?
You heard me.
Hurry up. We need to get a move on.
Rookie commander backed down from Rio's taunting, I guess.
Yeah.
The new commander exchanges a few nervous glances before leaving.
It's people like him that are causing us to go through such a rough patch.
I can't deny that. The switch from having our own squad leader to a human commander has muddled the chain of command and resulted in more casualties.
Damn.
How long has it been?
2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks have passed and we've already gone through 3 commanders?
Correct.
Is this only happening to us?
No, it's the same everywhere else.
What a load of crap this is.
I agree with you there. With that being said, I think they'll be doing away with the commander system soon enough. The fatality rate amongst the commanders is so high that there won't be many officers left in the Ark before long.
Yup. Get rid of the commander system soon. Yup.
These higher-ups don't have the slightest clue what they're doing. Okay, at one point in time, there was a legendary commander who was absolutely incredible. But how many times do we have to keep failing before they get it through their skulls that this system doesn't work? How long are they gonna keep trying to ram these commanders down our throats?
How long are they gonna keep trying to ram these commanders down our throats? That sentence seems...
If they're so desperate for qualified commanders, Why don't they build some kind of military academy?
These are just rumors. But there is apparently a squad with a human commander who is performing extraordinarily well.
Oh, that's awesome to
I
hear.
believe he's called
New Hope.
He's the reason the higher-ups continue to enforce this commander system.
I see.
That's not the only thing they're experimenting with. They're also trying out all manner of different engagement tactics in different locations.
Why would they be doing that?
The answer lies in another rumor that's been going around.
Do you always spend your entire day gossiping?
I heard the central government is preparing for a second offensive to reclaim the surface.
What?
One 100 times larger in scale than the first offensive.
Damn.
Did you say 100?
Again, it's just a rumor at this point. But I do think it's possible. That would explain why they are experimenting with different tactics.
So, if Rapi remembers every single line of dialogue in this conversation, like current day Rapi, if she remembers every single line of dialogue in this conversation, that would mean that she knows New Hope exists. And when she met Johan in chapter 20, plus minus. Ayo?
If they're preparing for all-out war, they'd want to collect as much practical data as possible.
War?
Hey! Hurry up and move!
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we're going. I hope that punk gets what he deserves out there.
Don't joke about that kind of thing.
Who says I'm joking?
I understand why you feel that way.
Let's get this over with and head back.
Oh, Rapi
There's a
learning
concert
empathy.
tomorrow, so I've got plans lined up from morning onwards.
Pretty?
You bet.
I heard she was in a bit of a creative slump. Is she back?
What are you talking about? She was never in a slump.
Right. My apologies.
Come on, Rio,
guys
you
wanna
have to
come?
make it
I
to
heard entry is
Pretty's
free.
No thanks.
pretty
I'm
show.
also not interested.
You guys are boring.
Yo. Next day, Nikke dormitory. Rapi examines her equipment prior to being deployed. Wendy lies on the bed playing with her
Are
phone.
you getting ready already?
Yes.
How come you're always so on top of things?
It's easier this way.
How long has it been since you joined us, Rapi?
3 years.
That long? Time really flies. It's been a while since I've asked you, but have you discovered what it is you want to do?
No, not yet.
I see. Well, I should start getting ready.
Wendy suddenly bolts upright, leaping off the bed with startling
What?
speed.
Rapi! Rapi!
What?
Have you read the Arc Daily today?
No, not yet. What is it?
Pretty is dead. She was murdered by a Nikke phobia in the middle of her comeback concert.
What about Rio?
I'll contact her. Oh no. The last message I got from her was that she'd arrived at the concert.
I'm here.
Oh no.
Rio!
What's wrong?
Are you okay?
What do you mean?
Pretty, she...
Oh, this is bad.
Oh, that. I'm okay. Too bad about her dying. She died so easily. It was hard to believe she was even a Nikke.
Rio?
Oh, Rapi.
Yes?
It's been a while since I gave you a lesson. Here's one more thing.
Oh no.
Yes?
There's no point in trying so hard. None of it matters when you die. You can strive to be the best in life, inspire countless people, and give them hope. And it all amounts to nothing in the end. Life is meaningless. It doesn't matter how hard you try. If some crazy person intent on ending your life comes after you, it's all over in an instant. So what's the point? No need to put so much effort into living.
Rio.
No matter how much you strive to achieve, how brightly you shine, how beautiful you are, all someone has to do is lift a finger, and your life ceases to exist. So don't bother trying. It's all meaningless.
Wendy approaches Rio and
I'm
embraces her.
sorry, Rio.
What's wrong? I'm okay.
You're clearly not okay, Rio.
It's all so meaningless. What's the point of living? Why did Pretty work so hard to achieve everything she did? All it did was get her killed.
That's not true. I didn't know Pretty personally. But I'm sure the reason she worked as hard as she did was because she was striving towards something.
But we'll never find out what that something was. It's not like she'll ever get there anyway. Not anymore. It's better to give up on any dreams or aspirations you have. It all amounts to nothing when you're gone.
A few
Rio,
days later.
Did you want to become like Pretty?
No. I wanted to become a pop star like her, yes, but not Pretty specifically. What? Is that so hard to believe?
So, it was more than just liking her music, huh?
Okay, so I dreamed of becoming like her. Is that not allowed? Even though I never made any concrete steps toward that dream, it all ended so suddenly anyway. A dream that died before it even began.
Rapi.
Rapi hands Rio an envelope with extravagant
What's
patterning.
this?
It's a ticket to partake in an audition to be the next Tetra pop star.
What?
Aww, Rapi so sentimental. Aww, aww,
Rapi
aww,
and I had to pull some serious strings in order to get that.
aww.
But these are so sought after. You can't even pay for them.
Everything has a price.
We found a way to purchase it.
How much did you pay?
In a situation like this, I think it would be better for you to simply say thank you rather than ask how much.
I can't do this. I haven't even practiced, let alone gotten into the right headspace. I don't have any outfits, and
Well, you can start now. The audition is in 3 months.
I'll be rooting for you. I want you to show me that hard work pays off. I'm sure you will learn a lot.
Think of this as being like one of the lessons we gave Rapi. Now, go get him.
Okay. I'll try my best. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Rio continuously hums a song by Pretty throughout her mission. Look at how happy Rio looks. Damn. Despite multiple warnings by the new commander to stay quiet, Rio pays him no mind and continues harming. Even when he begins harassing her, Rio shrugs off the remarks and continues undeterred. That night, Rio, her eyes crimson red, fires upon her squad mates as she hums pretty songs. After Wendy is forced to shoot down Rio, she smiles briefly and then turns the gun on herself. The gunshots draw in nearby Raptures and a battle breaks out. The commander dies in the skirmish and only 2 members of the squad are left standing. Rapi and the other survivor return to the Ark. Rapi is put on standby after a routine checkup. There is a warning on the news cautioning the public against fake Tetra Nikke audition tickets which are circulating.
No. No.
The Skullhead squad is disbanded due to the members being killed in action. Rapi begins to understand what Rio meant by life being meaningless. She looks in the mirror in her reflection. She sees the same expression Rio has shown on the day Pretty died. She feels empty. Oh god, this game is so cruel. Time passes. Rapi continues to carry out her missions as part of an unnamed combat squad. Before she knows it, all the squad members except for her are replaced. Either due to being killed or by going mad. This process repeats itself several times. There were many who had hopes and dreams of something better, but they all died before they had a chance to realize those dreams. No one was immune to corruption, and none could overcome it. And that's why Red Hood is a goddess to her. Red Hood represents. Red Hood represents that there are people that can break through corruption, huh? Rapi couldn't remember how many lives she had to end, their eyes burning red as they repeated the same words over and over. The mind switch is a horrifying spectacle. Their victims' personalities transform in an instant, and any relationships and bonds they might have had disintegrated instantaneously. Innumerable Nikkes lost their lives in a flash. They were lost to Raptures, to the environment, to humans, to other Nikkes. Their lives seemed so fleeting and fragile, devoid of meaning. All Rapi wished for was for it to be over. For these aimless, purposeless days to end. Time passes. I got tissue in my hair. The Ark is starting to bustle with activity.
The second surface reclamation war is guaranteed to succeed. It will be conducted on a scale 100 times larger than the first. The new hope a legendary commander in the making, Johan, will lead the war effort. The technology of Elysion, Bacillus, and Tetra is cutting edge. Alpha particles which disrupt Rapture communications have been dispersed through the surface. Humanity has no reason to lose!
So alpha particles are humanity's fault as well? Oh, what a surprise! Wow! Who would have thought? Damn!
Victory is ours! We are going up to the surface. We will reclaim our homeland!
The second surface reclamation war.
With everything and everyone on the line, the second surface reclamation war is officially declared. The arc is more lively than ever before, with many people whipped into a fervor. The word hope echoes at every corner, repeated incessantly. Rapi understands the emptiness that came with that word, but at the same time, gazing upon a world whose inhabitants were filled with such hope, she couldn't help but cling onto a little bit of it. Perhaps she too might come to share in that hope they all had. Two years after the start of the second surface reclamation war. As soon as the elevator doors open upon reaching the surface, more than half of Rapi's squad mates are quickly killed in a Rapture attack. Rapi continues to move forward with the remaining squad mates. While on the move, the squad was ambushed by Raptures, and most of Rapi's squad mates were killed along with the commander. Rapi continues to move forward with the remaining squad mates.
Wait,
What's wrong?
where are we going? Why don't we go back to the Ark? What good can we do out here? There are only 4 of us.
We have to join up with the others and resume the operation.
What good will the 4 of us joining up do?
We can still be of help. We need to go.
This fight was already lost before it began. It's been 2 years, and we haven't taken back a single meter of land. If they think they can reclaim the surface, they're delusional. This is a suicide mission. Do you have any idea what the survival rate has been for Nikkes during this war? 8%. Everyone else is gonna be slaughtered. This is my 4th time on the surface, and I've been lucky to come out alive each time. But things have really gone south this time. You ought to know this stuff too. It doesn't seem like this is your first time up here.
I'm aware. Yes.
How many times have you been up here?
If you're referring to during the second surface reclamation war, this is my 27th time.
Damn.
27th? You're lying.
Rapi is so alpha. Rapi is such an alpha. What the fuck?
I don't lie.
What's your name, by the way?
Rapi.
Rapi?
Do you know me?
Oh god! It's the Grim Reaper!
Grim Reaper?
Damn, Rapi famous, gang. Rapi famous. Let's go.
If I stay with you, I'm as good as dead.
Oh, nope,
Everyone
nope,
who
sorry.
goes with
I
you
take it
dies.
back. I take it back.
Just
Nope.
saying the name Rapi is akin to a death sentence. Gah, I said it again! No, I don't want to die.
Okay,
I'm not
go
going to die.
home.
Am I?
Kalia, go home.
Someone
Just,
save
just.
me, please!
Oh my
I
god.
didn't kill anyone.
I know, but... Oh... You really didn't kill them?
No.
I don't believe...
Okay, bye, Kalia.
Artillery fire. Everyone, brace for impact.
Rapi looks around, but no one is left. Ah well. Rapi looks in the direction the fire came from. Several raptures are approaching in a cacophony of
Again.
noise.
I'm the only one. I'm sick of this.
Rapi aims her weapon at the raptures.
Only one rapture remaining. I don't have much ammunition left.
Just
I
grab
need
one
to
of your
aim for the core, but I don't have enough ammo to create an opening.
Just grab one of your dead friends' weapons. It's fine. It's gonna be fine, Rapi. Or maybe Absolute? Ooh. Just then, the rapture turns its head and fires a beam cannon off to the side.
Why is it doing that?
Rapi immediately dashes out from behind her cover, not leaving herself any time to think. She takes off running towards the rapture, who turns back to her, but is promptly assaulted by a hail of gunfire. Let's go. The rapture's core loses its light and goes silent. Rapi catches her breath and looks in the direction where the rapture fired its beam. Someone is approaching. They are dressed from head to toe in red. Rapi can tell that the approaching figure was a Nikke. The red figure stops in front of Rapi.
You're a Nikke, aren't you?
Rapi nods her head.
I haven't seen you before. Oh, I'm sure I look like an insane person right now. Could you, by any chance, tell me what year it is?
Something about this doesn't feel right. But the Nikke before her seemed to be in genuine distress, so Rapi shows her her phone screen. The red Nikke stares at the date for a long time.
It's been 30 years? You. Let me talk to you for a moment. What should I call you?
Rapi wordlessly takes out her label.
Mass-produced Nikke RR15436. That's your name?
Rapi nods her
That
head.
can't be right. Don't you have a proper name?
Mass-produced Nikkes like myself don't have names.
Don't lie to me. You must have a name. I'm Red Hood.
Is that your real name?
Well, yeah. So, what's yours?
Rapi. My name is Rapi.
Footstep, walk, run. To be continued. So Rapi met Red Hood before meeting Absolute. Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh my gosh, this game, this story, this event, 10 upon 10. I know this is called the butt jiggle game. I like the butt jiggle game. I don't know what it is about butt jiggle games, but it makes me cry all the time. Damn, it's almost as if I love butt jiggles. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see part 2 of this story. Peace out.
Jiggle physics, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle physics, jiggle. 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 Jiggle physics, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle physics.